So China has now launched another new AI model, an update to the Qwen model, which is a Qwen 2.5, and it is benchmarking better than Deepseek V3, not Deepseek R1, but Deepseek V3. And I do want to talk a little bit about how this is all coming together at the same time. It is a very weird thing to have this many releases coming out all back to back to back. And I think that the idea, there's been a lot of people on this app who have talked about that this is some sort of a psyop from China, that there is some sort of a situation where the training was not what it costs. Like all the information around DeepSeek that's come out, you can't believe because you can't really trust information that comes out of China. And obviously we saw what happened yesterday with the stock market. This has like major implications when it comes to our economy, the world, the health of the world economy, and all sorts of other things. And I'm starting to wonder about this idea of release schedules and how these things are happening. And obviously, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. President today talked about the idea that this was a wake-up call for AI companies in the US. I think mostly it is an interesting look at how they were able to take a model and build it off of other models, but still, there is a really interesting thing to think about in that this is January of 2025. This is January, and I'm starting to wonder, what does this world look like in December of 2025? Which is so strange to think, because that is 1 year away. But there are so many things that can happen between now and then in terms of AI capabilities, in terms of what's possible, that it's getting almost impossible to see where this stuff is going. And I know a lot of AI safety people are freaked out about the idea of these Chinese models being open source. Obviously, I've gotten texts from people who are not AI experts wondering what DeepSeek is. They see it in the App Store. All of this points to a speeding up continually of this space. And for the first time in a long time, I'm starting to feel the rest of the world wake up in a way that I wasn't expecting, at least not this soon. And the idea of like AGI, I think might start to permeate through to people and get a better sense of what is going on. And, you know, it raises so many questions, from geopolitical ones to economic ones to work, the future of work. All of this stuff is coming home in a much different way than it ever did before. And I think it's because, you know, the average person is able to go use this model in the App Store for free and see what it can do now, which does feel like a giant jumping off point. So I guess we'll see what happens in February.